The older I get, the more I realize the world is full of copycats. And sometimes it's like you see generation after generation, everybody doing the same thing, and you wonder when does it end? You know, you start realizing certain things, like the media play a big role in this. The media, they put certain things out there. Like right now, they got Cardi B for the females. They got people like Lil Durk, for the guys, and they got streamers now. If you want like zesty streamers, Playboy Max, they got Adrian Broner and Dean. These things they're done by design, and it make people want to be like certain people, and make the youth want to portray certain images. Right now, their agenda is to get as much people zesty as possible. I believe that wholeheartedly. If you really watch and see what's going on, as they had a era, the crash out era, where they got us killing each other, making it seem like it's cool to spin blocks. And look what happens to all these people, the King Vons of the world, the FBG Ducks of the world, everybody was promoting, either they're dead or in jail. You understand? And that's the outcome that happens to us. But they want us to indulge in this. They want us to keep doing this over and over and over. And you live and you keep doing things. And like when does it end? You see the females right now. The females used to want to be home, cook, clean, do certain things like that. I don't know if it was always like that, but I know I'm an '80s baby, so I grew up in the '90s, and I used to see, like, I remember seeing a female body part, seeing her chest was just like, oh, you saw that? Like now it's just like you see it everywhere you go, and they made it cool. Like they're dressing like prostitutes. Before, when you see the female dress certain way, you already knew what it was. Like, oh, she out here selling her ass. Well, now everybody out here selling their ass, and it's crazy. And they done took masculinity away from us. I'm saying, like, where now a person that's actually doing for their people get treated the worst. You understand? Like, and treated like we soft or something, or we not what's supposed to be. But the person could go scam and trick all their money because they ain't working hard for it. And then you got the songs for scamming and everybody happy about it. And all of this is just buffoonery, and it's killing us as a culture, and it's like, when are people gonna wake up? When do people get tired of doing the same things over and over and over and over? Like, you just sit here and you watch certain things. Females running around here twerking all day, wearing fake weave, fake eyelashes, paying for body parts. Everything is fake. The dudes, fake gangsters, they got a gun, they tough. These people, you catch them without a gun and you tell them to throw their hands, they wouldn't know what to do. Like what happened? Like, what happened to people? What happened to, like, where they treat a normal person, a person that's really in tune with itself, like something is wrong with them, like. And this is not even like what I'm going through particularly. I'm a spiritual person, so I know a lot of people ain't gonna see things from the way I see things. But everybody can't just be this dumb. Everybody cannot be this dumb. People don't even have their own taste. Like, it goes down to, I remember the generations after generations. I watched this when I used to be running around the streets. There was a time we used to, when I used to drink, we used to mix Remy with Hypnotic, call it Incredible Hulk, and everybody was doing it at the time. That we went to Hennessy, everybody started doing Hennessy. Went to Casamigos, everybody started drinking Casamigos. I stopped drinking now, but I see the new wave is Don Julio. Everybody's drinking Don Julio. Everybody can't like the same thing. Everybody taste buds can't possibly be the same. Everybody can't be like, yes, this is just so good, this is great. No, it's the trend. It's what they're pushing out there. And and it's getting to our minds. See, the media has a spirit with it. You understand? And the more and more people watch these things, they don't realize it. They start doing things and they become a certain way. Like it just takes a awakened person to point certain things out. Certain people, don't want to hear this. Certain people, they're cool with what it is at, and it's crazy. Like to the point where, like, you just see everybody now, and it's just like, this is what's in. Like, if I don't have Balenciagas or a Mary outfit on, Shorty gonna look at me and call me a brokey. Like if I ain't out here doing the things I used to do, if I ain't selling drugs, if I ain't scamming, I, I'm worthless. Like that's how they want you to feel, and it's crazy because like yo, this is the world we living in, and this is the way the world became. But it's like, when are people gonna wake up? Like when are people gonna want more for themselves? When are people gonna understand like we're as a society, like not even just a black culture, as a whole society, like we're going down the hill. Like it used to be shows like Family Matters and Full House when I grew up, where you could see at least a family structure, where you could see certain things happen and made people understand family. They don't even got shows like that anymore. If you really pay attention, the new shows is Power and Raising Canaan, and things that they do is to teach each other to be backstabbers and a cutthroat. And this is what the world came through. Like I've been backstabbed and cutthroat by people that I love because my morals, my principles, what I'm saying, my value, you know, um, I still believe in loyalty. I still believe in love. I'm one of the very few people that believe in it, but I still believe in it, and you just see these things, and it just make you question. It make you question things. The people weird, bro. Dude, this is where we at in the world right now. People are weird. It is crazy. Like I'm saying, like everything down to the music. Like they don't even have R&B music no more. They exchange R&B with, like, what's going on now? It's not even. It's like, yo, all right, we make a song. They change R&B with people like Drake, like R&B is like now you just people that's just in love with lusting and after things. You know what I'm saying? So love then got traded for lust in this era, and if you just pay attention, this whole just the whole dynamics of things is crazy. Like. But when it's gonna take us as people to understand this? It's gonna take us as people to change it. It's not gonna happen by itself. And just the way it's going, the way next thing they gonna make it cool to be duking each other in the butt, bro. They're gonna make it cool for two dudes to be. I mean, that's where it's heading. They made people make accept LGBT. I remember we used to see those things when I was growing up. I'm like, what is that? And that's nothing against y'all. I mean, I wish y'all get your life together, and but it's weird. Two men, two women is weird, but they make it okay. You're saying, even me, like back in the days, I used to be like, oh, two women together. It used to make me feel some type of way, like, yeah, like, oh yeah, cool. But that's when I was asleep and I didn't understand. Now I'm awake and I was like, it's really the same thing. It's not the same thing as because I'm a man, but for a female, I'm pretty sure they'll look at it as the same thing. The female that's going through what I'm going through, like it's crazy, like it's crazy, like it's like it, what type of spirits is entering people, what type of negative energies is entering people to the point where they make a person that is not trying to be a follower. They make a person who's a natural born leader feel like he don't belong, feel like he's the oddball. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's really weird, and I don't know at what point we gonna wake up. At what point we gonna be like, you know what, this ain't it. Because it's like we gotta do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I'm doing my part. I just need other people to really just wake up. I need other people to see what's going on, and see the objective, the people that's running this thing, the system, the so-called system. The people that's running this matrix. You understand? People that's running this thing got everybody on a hamster wheel. Everybody on a hamster wheel, and it's like all it takes is one person that has a little bit of money to say something is not cool, that it is cool, and everybody's just gonna follow them. I remember when they made the new world, when they got all of the real lyricists out the game. Like when I grew up, even though some of these people are demonic, like the Jay-Z's of the world, he was a rapper though, like he was saying something. There was still a message behind him, like the Tupacs of the world, the let's say the Nas, there was people who rap and they had a message with their music. I watched them change it to ABC 1 2 3s. I watched them change it to people that's doing perks and first and foremost, perks is dope. So they got people that's on drugs leading the culture and make these young boys think it's cool. Got these young boys drinking lean. That is liquid heroin. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, they got the young boys drinking that, and they got them thinking it's cool. Got them popping pills. Got them thinking it's cool. And at the end of the day, they're making themselves fiends. And when you run out of whatever money you got, you're just gonna have this habit, and you're gonna become a fiend. You're gonna be a grown man with a crazy habit, and you can't take care of yourself because you're gonna be chasing the habit, and that's gonna be the end result of that. But this is what they do. They make you feel like you popping. They make you feel like you're doing certain things, and then they send you about your business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not just the music industry. It just goes to all industries. Like, like even when you see basketball, you see football. If you really pay attention and you see the people that's winning and how they winning, you see the type of signs they're throwing up. You realize, oh, you gotta be down. They make it seem like you have to be down with this in order to progress in this world. And the truth is, all you really need is God. But at the end of the day, they're going to make it hard when you believe in God because they want their agenda to be what it is. You understand? They hate when I speak like this. This is why I go through the things I go through. You understand? They don't like when I speak like this because this wake people up. This is what they trying to do. They trying to silence. They don't like that. You understand? This is God given talent. Like everything I speak through experience. Even though I didn't experience a lot of these things, I live life and watch and witness things, and and they help me understand things by attacking me, by stalking me, by doing the things that they do. They make me pay attention to more things and see things for what it is. There's people out here. Some people might not care because they having a lot of fun with living that way. Because if you ain't know anybody and you having fun, but let me tell you something. All good things must come to an end. Nothing fun is gonna last forever. You understand? So when it don't last anymore, and you gotta be there and look at yourself, are you gonna be able to? Are you gonna be able to look in that mirror and see where you messed up at? Are you gonna be able to look in that mirror and be like, this is what I gotta do and fix that? Because it's not just gonna be simple as 1 2 3. When you do try to fix it, there's gonna be a lot of things that come with that. So don't get too far gone while y'all out here following the next person that you think is cool. And these people don't really care about you because they're getting money to pretty much brainwash the community. They're getting money to brainwash you and your children. They're getting money. They feed and they family at a cost of, they get all that little money that they got, and it make a lot of people feel like that's what they gotta be. People don't even want to be doctors, dentists. Last time you asked a kid what they want to be, and they ain't tell you a rapper, a streamer, or a basketball player or something. Like nobody wants to be a cop no more. Nobody want to be a fireman. Nobody want to be a dentist. Nobody want to be a lawyer. Nobody wants to be these things. Everybody want some easy income, and quite frankly, everybody can't get that. There's a very few minority of people that's doing this. It might seem like a lot of people, but it's really not. It's like 10 to 20 people that's lit right now that we watch. You understand? And the rest of the world is trying to get in that same spot. But at the end of the day, it's like there's so many different outlooks. Don't go get yourself felonied up. Don't go out here try to be like your favorite rapper that's slinging guns all day and go kill one of your brothers to sit up in jail to understand. Look at Julio Fulio killers. They over there crying. The main person who killed the person, what's his name? Sean? Yeah, he crying. He came from a good household. He ain't have no business chasing and gunning that man down like that. The other guy now, that was his cousin, so you know, he Fulio got what he put out there. I'm not gonna sit here like what you do. There's always consequences for that. But there's certain people that ain't have nothing to do with nothing. They just wanted to be down, and that's all because of things like the media, or because of watching these things, making them think these things is cool. Make them feel like, oh, I can go do this and get away with it. Or having a body count is cool. What they call it, hats now. Oh yeah, I got mad hats. Sounds stupid, bro. Niggas is stupid, straight up. And I hate to watch my profanity, but they're acting like niggas. This is what they put out there. You understand? So, like, what happened to people that use their brain? When did this became cool? Like, even when I was growing up and I was in the streets and we was gangbang, it was still a moral compass. There was still if someone did something, we retaliate that way. You don't go out there and just do things because you want to be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool to kill the next person who gave you, like, you can't play God. It's not cool to just run around and kill people. Now, if someone did something, and if someone put your life at risk or kill somebody that you love, now, he get what he asked for. But they made it like if you don't do these things, you're just not tough. Before it was like, yo, if you can't shake, if you can't fight, you wasn't tough. Now if you don't kill somebody, you're not tough. Where we going? Where we going as a society? Like for real, like I don't want to just keep going on and on. But this is something that people really do need to wake up and pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people with attention span is not that long. So I don't really want to sit here and make this any longer than it gotta be, you know what I'm saying? But everybody wearing the same fits. Females think all they gotta do is be desirable, and pretty much the dudes is making them feel that way too. So it's like, can you really blame them if they could go find a sucker? You know what I'm saying it's gonna be suckers. When are the men gonna realize they're being used because they do whatever it is they gotta do, give it to these females, they drain their pockets. When they at square one, they go on to the next dude, and you over there trying to regain yourself back up so you can find a next female that's gonna use you too. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess people okay to being used. A lot of people ain't grow up with no fathers. That's the problem. I ain't grow up with a father. My father, he did things I ain't agree with. He passed. I teach my son these things. You know what I'm saying? I hope it stays with him because I don't know what this world is trying to do right now to people, but they're accomplishing it. They definitely accomplishing it. But I just need to get stay prayed up, bro, and just pay attention, man. Pay attention to your circle, man. Pay attention to life. You know what I'm saying? All right. Until next time, man. It's oral points, man.